This is the Fender Player II Telecaster in birch green. It's $799, made in Mexico, and it is a simple no-frills Tele, and I gotta tell ya, I can't put it down. So let's talk about it. Is this uber affordable Fender worth it? Is it a big enough step up compared to a Squier to justify the slightly higher price? How does it feel, and most importantly, how does it sound? Welcome to Get Offset. My name is Emily, and you look well rested. I'm jealous. As you already know, I have a Fender Player II Telecaster to show y'all today. But before we get too far into specs and whatnot, let's hear it clean. I'm playing this through the Benson Chimera plugin by Mixwave. This is the middle position. Here is the neck. And here is the bridge. Oh, and by the way, I did get this guitar from Fender in exchange for this video, but thoughts and opinions are all mine. In case you were wondering, these are Alnico 5 Telecaster pickups. Unlike the Player Plus, these aren't noiseless, which I know the noiseless pickups are a little controversial. I'm really feeling the middle and neck positions, especially. Like, here's the middle again. Here is the neck. And here's the bridge. To my ear, the bridge by itself is a little bit darker than I'm used to, and I'm trying to decide how I feel about it. On one hand, I know a lot of people who literally only use the tone knob on the bridge of a Tele because they think it's too bright. Yeah, so let's talk about the switching really quickly, and then I'm gonna actually bring out another guitar just to compare that bridge a little bit, but it has the classic 3-way blade switch tone and volume controls, no push-pull, nothing fancy, just what you'd expect from a Tele. So I'm actually gonna pull out a Telecaster that has my favorite stock Fender bridge pickup from a Telecaster. It's the Chrissy Hind signature Telecaster. So just give me a second and I'll swap those out. So I'm just going to show you the bridge on this. It's a bit of a different bridge pickup. It's more vintage spec, but it's kind of like what I envision in my brain when I hear a Tele bridge. Maybe just a little bit of a chicken picking thing if I can think of one. And let's go back to the new one. And we're back. Check that out. Magic. And what do you think, Rick? Does it sound darker to you?
A little bit.
A little bit. Which is, it might be to say it's just a little more tameable. But yeah, I mean, clean, I really, really like this. Like some of the jazzier stuff I can do on it. I'm not really in A tuning for that, but because I'm in drop D, which I don't know why I decided that other than I can do some fun stuff. I actually picked that up from a woman on TikTok. Her name is Mimi, and I will link to her in the video description. But let's hear it through some more effects. I'm going to move over to the Native Instruments Guitar Rig 7 for some of their plugins. This next one, it's a bit of a country sound with slapback delay and compression. But first, real quickly, you can find this guitar, that plugin, the other plugin, and most of the things in this video in the affiliate links in my video description. I always appreciate when you use those affiliate links, especially the Sweetwater link. When you use those links to shop online, I get a small commission, so it's a great way to support this channel doing things that, let's be honest with ourselves and each other, we were probably gonna do anyway. All right, so I'm gonna start in the middle for maybe some more of that chicken picking kind of sound, but let's go to the neck. Bridge. It's not as, though you're lacking some of the treble that like I would really expect in a Tele bridge. I do still think that it twangs. I forgot I was in drop D again. That's why we go to drop D, because it's fun. All right, let's talk specs. All of the Player II Teles have maple necks with a really nice satin finish on the back, 22 medium jumbo frets, a standard 25.5-inch scale length, and a 9.5-inch radius. Speaking of the neck, the fretwork on this is awesome, and it has these really, really great rolled fret edges. It's exceptionally comfortable in my hand, and I can't find any big faults with the build quality in general. It has the 6-saddle bridge, which will make intonation a lot easier. If you're looking, I obviously haven't done a real setup on this, but the 6 saddles is going to make it, you know, a much easier thing to do. It doesn't have the full ashtray. It's going to be really hard to see, but there's no raised edge along this, which is interesting. But I do think it's pretty comfortable, and I'm surprised that I don't find myself missing it at all. As for body, wood, and fretboard, those vary by color, but there are both rosewood and maple fretboard options, and the body could be alder, which this is, chambered ash, or chambered mahogany. I believe the alder, with the exception of the burst, is all of the like painted colors, and I think this is a new color, this birch green. I really like it. I'm not a big fan of like the surf green, though I do have some guitars, or have had some guitars, that are that color, but this is really nice. It almost has an aged kind of quality to it, despite it not, you know, saying aged anywhere. As for the ash and mahogany, I believe those are for more of the more transparent, lighter paint options. All right, so let's get some gain going. This next one one is going to be another Guitar Rig 7 plugin, and I do believe I have the noise gate turned on. But you know, their single coil pickups are going to be loud in the single coil positions, depending on how much gain you put in. So yeah, it's not unheard of to do a noise gate. Don't judge me too harshly. Going back to E standard for this one. Something I didn't mention earlier that's not going to be as obvious with the higher gain is that bridge pickup does that Alnico 5 thing, and it really, really drives a lot harder. Something I don't think I hit on enough earlier, and I might go back to the amp just for that, is to really show how you get a much cleaner sound on the neck than the bridge. You can still hear it. Obviously that's a little more gain, but it's not a lot more gain. But once you get into really high gain territory, it all kind of sounds a little samey to me. That just fine in my opinion. My fingers don't like that lick today. I don't know why. They just don't. The difference between those pickups really clearly. I think that you could really make this like your main player guitar. And I mean, what can I say? I really dig this guitar. I haven't played many, if any, Squier Teles that have like such a classic construction, but I sincerely think that this is a solid deal at $799. And to clarify, I have played Squier Telecasters. They've mostly been like the Cabronita. I played the Squier Offset Telecaster. So they've mostly been in that kind of paranormal series. So yeah, I don't think I've ever played a Squier Tele that had just the classic 2 pickup configuration. I've played lots of Teles that do. And for, again, $799, this is a hell of a price performer. If you liked this video, please check out the other video on the screen where I play through my entire Tele collection before this one to decide which ones I'm keeping and which ones I'm sending to greener pastures. Thanks for watching. Thanks for understanding. Please like, comment, subscribe, tip if you feel like it. But until next time, my name is Emily. Goodbye.